This is going to be my fun. Oh, speaking of Todd, oh my God, he's in the back. You want Todd in today, or
No, I do not. No, I
all
do
right,
not.
Todd. Sorry. I mean,
Tomorrow I will be going. Tomorrow I will be going up there in person, and
Okay.
I intend to have a nice little discussion because, like I said, I was told flat out there's only one company that they deal with that has been registered in advance, and that woman told me, said, now there is a possibility they might buy your liens, but there's also the possibility that since it isn't on the list for the 18th, they probably won't see it. That's what she told me. So either she lied.
Hold on. Let me see what Vaughn. He's putting up a message. I wanted to see what did you write?
I just wanted to see if Vaughn wanted me to ask Beverly anything in the morning.
You're not going to call in the morning because I'm going to be there when you do.
Come here.
I'm going to ask about procedures. It has nothing to do with you.
Todd,
everybody knows why you're calling, Todd. Nobody here is stupid, dumbass.
I'm calling for procedures. I just want to know for sure the procedures to buy liens.
Do me a favor, Todd, for me, okay? Leave Vaughn alone. Don't call tomorrow. Leave it alone.
I'm calling to get the procedures.
Leave it alone.
I'm not even going to mention Vaughn.
For what?
Leave it alone.
For how to buy loans. You've made a lot of claims. You've made a lot of claims, like you have to be a business.
Leave it alone, Todd.
She said to me. That's what the lady behind the glass. See, you keep forgetting. The lady behind the glass is the one that works there, not you. She's the one that works there. She knows what the requirements are. You don't need to know the requirements. You are not a fucking citizen of the state of Kentucky. Just like it's none of your business to be calling down to Clay County starting a bunch of shit. It's not your business, Toad. It's none of your business. And you cut now. I'm going to be there when you call because I'm going there bright and early, first fucking thing. So I'm going to be there when you call because I can go down there in person early in the morning before they accept phone calls. I'll be down there when he calls. So if he calls, I'm gonna tell the clerk to mark that phone call down and turn it over to the police. I mean it, Toad. You think I'm playing you, but I'm not. I'm being dead serious. If you call tomorrow morning, I will tell that clerk to turn that phone call over to the county, either to the police or the county attorney, one or the other, whichever one they decide to give it to. Now, I'm sick and tired of this shit, man. You have no business calling down here and getting into my business. Do I call Oklahoma and fuck around with your job or fuck around with your shit? No, I do not. You know why? Because I'm smart enough to know that it's probably illegal. And you can sit there and justify it in your mind how you want. I don't give a shit. But you're not supposed to be doing that. Nobody is. Everything that these trolls have done has been 100% illegal because at minimum it's been an invasion of my privacy. At minimum, it's also harassment. There's no question it's harassment. But now that you brought it into the real world where my mother is dead, my father is dead, my wife might as well be dead. She's got 5 fucking personalities and none of them are the one I married, so she might as well be dead. My kids almost got dead.
So you're going down there bright and early tomorrow morning?
Bright and early in the morning, yes, sir.
All right.
I will be there when he calls, if he calls. If he's stupid enough to call, I will have the county clerk to send that to the police or to Clayham's office, which is the county attorney's office, and then we'll have his ass thrown in jail.
Now, if someone actually did,
I'm done with this shit. Okay, I've lost my mother, my father, my wife, my kids, my inheritance, and now you're going to get my property too? Fuck you. Fuck you. I've had enough. You know, I want to let's just be abundantly clear. Okay, let's put all the cards on the table. If I was a normal person, and we lost Sinbad for some reason, if I was a normal person, you know what a normal person would have done? They would have got in their vehicle and they would have drove their happy ass to Oklahoma. They would have pounded on Toad's door and said, "Hi, motherfucker, this guy's the sheriff. You're going to jail." Now that's what a normal person would have done. Or they'd have just come up with a baseball bat like they did Sarix and tried to beat your head in. One or the other. But either way, they would have handled it. Now, I was different because the gods said they wanted to handle my affairs, and so I let them do so. But that, you know, that's a different horse of a different color. But a normal person would not have put up with this shit because they'd either killed your ass or had your ass thrown in jail by the sheriff. So, Toad, I'm going to tell you one time and one time only, motherfucker. You call there tomorrow morning while I'm there, because I'm going to be there with bells on, baby. I'm going to be the first motherfucker walking through that door. And when you call, I'm going to have that clerk transfer that call straight over to either county attorney's office or the police department. And then you could talk to them and explain to them why the fuck you're calling here from goddamn Oklahoma. You don't need to.
When you go tomorrow morning, see if you can get that purchase reversed. Because it was purchased illegally.
Well, see, that's the thing. I need to know why the fuck they lied to me, because they said there's only one business that's registered to buy property. One. That's what they told me. They said there's only one business that is licensed to purchase the property because they registered in advance. But see, my shit wasn't coming up on the list on the 18th. It wasn't. She said there was a chance that business would still buy them, but she said it was very rare that they would because they're not on the list. They literally were not on the list for the 18th.
Man, if I was you, I'd just sell all that property and just hit, like, go somewhere better, like, because what I think is what you've been undergoing is a full-fledged smear campaign.
Yeah.
No shit. It's called TI. Yeah. It's called TI. That's what it's called. TI.
You know, at your age and everything, if I were you, I would just sell all that property and just.
Okay, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem with that. That sounds great. I'll just sell my shit, pull up stakes, and go somewhere else. There's just one slight little problem. I won't have an income if I do that.
Right.
Granted,
you'll have all that money.
What money?
The money from the properties. Isn't it like
okay, stop. Okay. I took real estate law. Okay, remember? I'm the one that took 2 years of real estate law in school. When I sell that property, I've got to pay taxes on that shit. And Clay County being what it is, they're gonna sock it to me, buddy. They're gonna tax the fuck out of me when I sell that shit.
Yeah,
buddy. There. Yeah. So by the time everybody gets their little hands in the pie, I probably will be lucky to get maybe $1,000, couple $1,000. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of it. Okay, one way or the other. I will weigh my options on what I can and cannot do, and I will consult with legal advice about what my options are. But I mean, really and truly, the best thing to do is just get in that fucking black truck out there and get my happy ass to Washington, D.C., file an amicus brief or friend of the court brief or whatever the fuck I got to file, and say, okay, Kentucky killed my mother, my father, my wife, my kids, stole my inheritance, stole my stimulus checks, I'm, now they're trying to take my damn property. And, absolute overwhelming evidence that all of this shit occurred because it all happened in courts of law. They charged me child support and took all my stimulus checks when they were owing me back child support of $67,000. And so, it's real easy when you owe the government money. The government says, you give us that money right now, we throw you in jail. But see, when they owe me money, they don't want to fucking pay. 3 times, Judge Harris told him pay that man. 3 times in court. In court.
Told who to pay you?
CPS told him to pay me. They didn't pay me. Oh, well, you got to have possession of the kids. Well, that was a fucking lie. Oh, well, we can't find any email correspondence. That was a fucking lie. And then now it's like, oh, well, we can't find the documentation where you started the child support. I said, God damn it, I got 100% custody. Duh. But whatever. Excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't give me my back child support. Excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't give me the $73,000 for illegally locking me out of this double wide that I'm in. Excuse after excuse after excuse why they can't go after the Frost and at least recover the $5 million in the closet and the $4.3 million that was in her bank account. That's actual cash money. Why can't they recover it? Excuses, excuses, excuses. So I'm going to excuse over to the U.S. Supreme Court and sue the fuck out of Kentucky and maybe that'll put a fire in somebody's ass, and I'll actually get my money back. I'm the owner. They stole my shit. I want it back. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate this shit, okay? Because it's not necessary. They lied about being the executor, and they stole everything out of her bank account. But see, here's the thing. Here's what's going to get them. They didn't put the money in the estate account like they should have. They put it in their private bank account. Had to have, because it wasn't in the estate account. There was only $32,000 in the estate. Out of $5 million there and $4.3 million in her bank account, there was only $32,000 in the estate account. Where's all the rest of that money? Where's the what? 9-something million dollars. Where the fuck is it? Well, good question. It's obviously in James Arnold Frost, Larry Frost, and Ronald Raymond Frost's bank account. It has to be. Either that or they created a new account offshore or some shit, or in a foreign country, and stuck it in there. Okay. When I lived in Hamilton, Ohio, I had a very interesting experience because I was a member of the Young Republicans, and I was on the Ohio Republican Platform Committee. And I had some people said, come over here. We want to talk to you. And they said, we want you to go in there and hobnob with these people. It was a locked room. We want you to go in the room and hobnob with these people. It was a locked room. So they unlocked the door. I walk in there. You know who it was? Congressmen, senators, foreign dignitaries, heads of state, dictators, even. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to, I'm thinking in my head, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So when I just started talking, everybody started, well, what are you into? I said, well, I'm into computers, and I'm into, I'm into politics, and that, and I'm trying to hobnob with these people. And so I'm in this locked room with these people. Okay. Now there's just one little problem. The more I talk to these people, the more they wanted to talk down their nose to the common man. And that really turned me off.
Yeah.
And after that, I never went back. Now, what do you think that was? Seriously, what do you think that was?
It was like an invitation or something. Like they were
going to fast track me. They were going to fast track me into the elite, the upper class elites, and put me into politics. That's exactly what they were going to do. That's exactly what they were going to do. That's why they had me go in that room. And I turned it down because I thought sticking with the common man would be the wiser course of action. But you know what all this bullshit has made me think? It's made me rethink my decision. Because the common man has screwed me. These people that are on the internet, they're common people.
Uh-huh.
They should be supporting and defending me, not trying to destroy my family, not trying to get my finances destroyed, not trying to ruin my marriage, not trying to get me killed 5 fucking times.
Sick world, man.
They should be supporting me because I stuck up for them. Again, in a whole fucking room full of upper class, I defended them. But you know what? That base ship up there just might be able to take me on a little trip and take me back in time and take me back to the time when I'm standing in front of that locked room. Only this time, I'm not coming out.